No doubt, Senate President Godswill Akpabio did not foresee the firestorm he was going to unleash. Forgetting that the proceeding of the Red Chamber was being captured on live camera at that moment, the Senate President spoke confidently. In order to enable all of us to enjoy our holidays, a token had been sent to our various accounts by the Clerk of the National Assembly.
In order to enable all of us to enjoy our holidays, a token has been sent to our various accounts by the Clerk of the National Assembly.
You can see from what has just happened, you can understand that we don't have Senate. We are having a rubber stamp Senate.
We need to be serious, this country. Honestly, we need to be serious. When this politics started, nobody took it seriously. So many unserious people got involved, and that's the problem we are in today.
That was a big indiscretion. The Senate chamber went into a frenzy. Akpabio, who looked confused, tried to undo the damage. In shaking voice, he said, "I withdraw that statement. In order to allow you to enjoy your holiday, the Senate President has sent prayers to your mailboxes to assist you to go on a safe journey and return."
I withdraw that statement. In order to allow you to enjoy your holiday, the Senate President has sent prayers to your mailboxes.
The blunder that happened last from the Senate House shows that we are hopeless.
By saying that, you know that they represent their pockets.
But the damage had already been done. Like a bullet that cannot be recalled once released, Akpabio's attempt to change the narrative came late. He had clearly bitten more than he could chew. Colleagues and other Nigerians alike couldn't be moved by this detour. That was one uncommon statement too many. Senators were embarrassed. The long-suffering Nigerians outraged. In the wake of that gaffe by the Senate President, the country's vibrant rumor mill had been awash with speculations over the quantum of the prayer, that the Senate's prayer warrior sent to their mailboxes. Nigerians were particularly incensed by some unsubstantiated and possibly false social media reports that each of the senators received 30 million, while the principal officers received 50 million each. One of the longest-serving members of the Red Chambers, the usually outspoken former Senate leader, Ali Ndume, had reportedly threatened that something akin to a reprisal could be taken against Akpabio for having the temerity to disclose that senators receive the recess allowance put at 2 million each. The True Vision Cityscope crew of Janet Marcus, Halimat Arome, and videographer fanned out into the city of Abuja to get the opinions of the citizens on Akpabio's earth-shaking uncommon revelation. Some say that senators forget why they are really in the Senate, and that rather than being there for the people, their conduct shows that they are there for their selfish reasons and to fill up their personal accounts.
They are fighting for their pocket. They are not fighting for us.
They are just there for their own selfishness and the satisfaction of their self, to me. You understand? Instead of them to fight for us, right? I just believe God is there watching them.
Those people are not representing Nigeria. They are just there because of their own selfish interests.
They are not actually representing us well, because I think they are playing politics of self-interest and politics of the stomach. They do not represent the masses at the appropriate proportion.
The consensus of opinion is that the Senate has a lot of work to do, that instead of preoccupying itself with the personal interest of members, it should make the citizens its number one priority in order to elevate the sufferings of the people.
They are supposed to represent the masses in all interests. They are our servants, not just they feel that as far as they are there in the office, that they are opportune to siphon our money into their personal pocket and for their self-interest, which is not supposed to be so.
They are lawmakers now. They have to make the law that to protect the nations. And there are various places that are representing, majorly they are senatorial zones. So in order to make law that to represent them, we work on the things that will benefit people. Like the people are suffering now because of this fuel subsidy removal of a thing. Don't work on it so that I think people they can reduce the cost of things in the market.
The Senate have a big work to do. They really need to be truthful to the people they are ruling, and then know that the main reason why they are there is to make sure that the citizens are okay. I think the only thing they need to do is just be truthful.
The Senates are there doing what they want, and maybe they think they are fooling Nigerians, whereas everything that they are doing today has a repercussion. How can a man come in the Senate and then they are discussing things that pertains to their personal lives, whereas the people voted them or they were appointed them by any means to fulfill the purpose of making sure that the nation is the good state? They were there to represent us and not for themselves.
We shouldn't allow people who will not represent our interests to come to the Senate. But the problem we are still having a problem with the youth. The youth are the one crying. But at the end of the day, when you got the time of election, you see the youth are the one running after them because of money, selling their destiny and their future. It is only when the youth sit down and realize their errors, that is when we will begin to throw out all these cargoes. We don't have our interests at heart. We should forget about religious sentiment. We should forget about tribal sentiment. Let's start fighting for competent people that will come and help the nation. But by the time we are talking about my tribe, my religion, my sister, my brother, we will always lag behind and we will always have wrong people at the top.
Janet Marcus, reporting for True Vision TV.